Success starts with the individual. You can't wait for someone else to come along and make you successful, says Kriya Gangiah, who firmly believes that we're all in control of our own destiny and we need to hold only ourselves accountable to a higher standard.
Wise words from someone who's just 25 years old. And what's amazing is that Kriya is already an executive producer for a business show which airs 5 times a week. And she has 8 years of radio presenting under her belt.
Well, there's plenty more to this bundle of energy, as you're about to find out.
Kriya was still in primary school when she made her stage debut, and she's never believed in keeping a low profile. Still a teenager when she directed her first play, she's gone on to become one of the most influential young women in the South African media industry.
Every weeknight, Kriya Gangiah welcomes thousands of people into her lounge, and she's equally at home hosting celebrities in front of the camera. This makes her a familiar face and voice to all her radio and television audiences. But is there more to Kriya? I suspect so, and I'm very excited to find out more.
Celebrity couple Cabello and Gail have left us all feeling broody. Well, that brings us to the end of the show for today. Follow us on social media platforms.
Kriya! Perfect timing right at the end of
Perfect timing.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your extremely busy day for us.
Oh, well, it's so nice to have you guys with us.
I want to know, tell us about your background, where you grew up.
I actually grew up in Joburg. I was born in Mayfair and then grew up in the south of Joburg. No, not Lenasia, but just the south of Joburg. And then moved to Pretoria when I was about 12, 13 years old. I did high school in Pretoria, which was a change for me because I moved from a co-ed school to an all-girls school.
And were your school days happy? Did you fit in with the crowd, or were you a loner?
I was kind of the odd kid out because I was kind of in with the cool kids because I played water polo, kind of in with the not so cool kids because I did drama, and so I was the misfit in the middle.
Kriya, would you say that you were an adventurous child?
Well, I'm going to tell you that my dad did have one of those kiddie leashes for me. You know, the ones where you see the kids in the malls? Yes, that was me, because my dad could never keep track of me. I was always running around, doing crazy things. How good are you with the challenge?
I love challenges. I am the most competitive human being I know.
Let's go do this. I'm going to show you something interesting. Okay, are you ready for this?
I stink at this.
I'll go easy on you, okay?
Okay, what's the trick? Woo! Oh my god, my goalie.
I'm going to laugh that you beat me.
Kriya, earlier on you mentioned you played water polo, which is a very physically demanding game and very aggressive. What do you like about this game?
Well, I actually started playing polo because one of my friends, my best friend actually, she didn't want to play by herself. We started when we were in grade 8, so that's 13 years old. And got into the pool. Terrible, absolutely horrible. And then I started playing goalkeeper. For some odd reason, I just absolutely loved it, and I took, a liking to it and just excelled from there.
You initially wanted to become a vet.
To be dead honest, I actually had a whole plan. I volunteered at the zoo for about 4 years in Pretoria because that would look great on my application form to vet school. I came home smelling like poop most days, but it was, it was a really great experience.
When did you finally decide to study information science, and why?
The night I was filling out my application form for varsity, I was like, no, I actually really wanted to do drama. My dad already thought I was a drama queen. So he was like, no, you need to get a different degree. So I went into information science and multimedia, which is not as fun as it sounds. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of programming. It's really difficult. Java is not coffee, it's a coding language. So yeah, and then that's how I got to where I am.
And when did you decide to change direction, and why?
I was listening to the radio the one evening, and I think Sarita Jardine was on air at the time. And I was like, this is what I want to do.
Was this the right choice at the time?
I definitely think so. I started in campus radio within my first year. At the time, I was the youngest person to go on air. I was 17 years old. Didn't drive, didn't have a car. Mom and Dad used to drop and pick me up for my graveyard shifts at 3 o'clock in the mornings and then take me back for my 7:30 lecture. But I think it worked out really well in the end.
And then how did the television side of your career develop?
I got a casting call for a TV show, and it was my very first TV casting. Never done a TV casting before in my entire life. Surprisingly, the callback was the final 2, and I got the job.
What are some of the obstacles and challenges that you face throughout your careers?
One big one, when I started in my careers, I was very young. I was 17 years old. When you're 17, no one takes you seriously. Let's be serious. Everyone's like, oh no, she doesn't know what she's doing with her life, etc. And after a while, it just came to a point where I was like, yes, I am young and I know what I want to do. And I've just managed to kind of follow that through. There's actually something else I wanted to show you. It's an initiative that I started a couple of years ago for my birthday. Do you want to go check it out? Let's have a look.
Each year, Kriya marks her birthday with a special fundraising initiative for a cause that's close to her heart.
Kriya isn't the kind of animal lover who gushes when she sees a cute puppy. She commits a lot of time and energy to helping animals. And right now, we're about to meet some of her four-legged friends.
This time, the proceeds of the Woofstock Music Festival went to the Pets Empowerment in Townships NPO.
Hello ladies, and hello you.
Little pups.
Kriya, tell us about your two little friendies.
They're actually, at the moment, they're being looked after an amazing organization that does such great work. They go into townships and they'll find animals that are not maybe being looked after correctly, and they rescue them and find them better homes. And then if people can't look after their dogs, if something happens, then they'll actually help, get the dog back to health and look after. Jessie over here, she actually just got hit by a car. And Shepherd over here is such a beautiful dog, and he's actually looking for adoption at the moment.
Kriya is also a senior consultant at an international auditing firm, which is her day job when she's not on air or on camera.
What are some of your career highlights and achievements to date?
Working with all the radio stations that I've managed to work with, and specifically I got to work with some of the greatest people in the radio industry. And actually my charity and having my event be such a success has got to be one of my biggest highlights. I cried like a little baby the day we handed over the check. I was like, So I think next year will be just as much of a highlight for me.
Kriya, you lead a crazy busy lifestyle. How do you unwind and relax?
Weekends are very busy, so if I get a chance, it's TV. I love catching up on my series. Otherwise, it's baking. I absolutely love baking. I don't eat cakes, I don't eat sweet things, I don't have a sweet tooth. Yes, Zax, I don't eat chocolate. I enjoy having friends over, we have a glass of wine, sit by the fire pit outside that I built myself.
Well, speaking about relaxing and unwinding, shall we go to the lounge?
Oh, yes, please, let's do that. I'd love to show you the lounge.
Oh, yay! Bye-bye,
Bye,
Shepherd.
puppies.
Bye-bye, Jess. Thank you so much, lady.
Soon. Ciao, thanks. Bye.
The Lounge.
You're listening to The Lounge with myself, Kriya Gangiah. Going to be with you until 10 o'clock. We're going to have a great show this evening. We've got some great music.
Kriya, tell me, what is your favorite part of radio?
I think it's got to be my favorite part is the fact that it's such an adrenaline rush. You're live, on air, it's done, it's finished. Whatever you say is out there. You can't take it back. It's beautiful.
Kriya, how much discipline does your career and lifestyle entail?
Radio time is time. You can't be late. You can't be, oh, I forgot I had a radio show. It doesn't happen that way. You need to have that discipline.
And a question I have to ask, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? What is the dream?
Ooh, Zakeeya, I'm coming for your job, hey? Careful. No, I actually want to have my own talk show, TV talk show specifically. Radio-wise, I'd love to end up being a production manager or a programming manager at a radio station. For me, that'll be amazing.
Kriya, thank you so much for spending the day with us and for sharing your crazy, busy, amazing life with us.
Thanks for joining me.
Having already made her first silver screen appearance in a local movie, Kriya faces a future of seemingly limitless potential.